it just seems to me when you see the Dolphins do what they did with Tyreek Hill and Tua. I know there were times last year where we thought to ourselves they're unstoppable, and then on occasion we saw it. Obviously Tua being hurt would be a difference maker. But how do you stop them? Can you stop them? Are they stoppable?
Well, it's like, there were games last year where you could say, hey, they're going to have a down game. And one of them might have been that Chargers game, right? They really pressed them last year, played a lot of man. It was like whatever they did, though, yesterday, they couldn't stop them. And I think a big credit to Mike McDaniels, obviously. Tyreek Hill could make an argument for being the most valuable non-quarterback in the league. But Tua probably played his best fourth quarter. This guy made some throws yesterday. The throw where he climbed the pocket to hit Tyreek on the right sideline was brilliant. And the throw rolling left, I think it was Berrios on 3rd and 15. These are great throws. The fade route was perfect. So I thought Tua really, just with all eyes on him, Justin Herbert, having lost that game, and really last year they didn't play well, to come out there with that bad taste in their mouth and play that way. I don't know how you beat them. I mean, offensively, I don't know what you do. Now, the Chargers' run offense was really good, and that's something they'll want to get shored up and that sort of thing. But the Dolphins offensively are scary, and they find space. A slant to Waddle can turn into 35 yards. It's terrifying. So, and I also want to shout out Jalen Phillips. He's probably the guy, if you were drafting defensive players from that defense, that I might take first.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd look hard at some of the guys in the secondary and that sort of thing, but especially up front, including the guy they went out and mortgaged the future for with Chubb. I think Jalen Phillips is an absolute stud. With the game on the line, he had a big pressure on 3rd and 5, and then with the game on the line, he's lined up, all the way out in Temecula outside the chipper, and he's got to run 15 yards. He closes that distance fast, dips under the tackle, and the game's over. I mean, Vic Fangio heating up Justin Herbert at the right times on first down to create that intentional grounding, which is a drive killer, and then with the game on the line, another blitz. Great performance by them in crunch time.
It just seems there's always something missing with this Charger team, Chris. I don't know. It just, again, this
rushers. I don't know.
Rushers? Like, what is, because the
they
line
didn't sack him.
I just don't know what it is. They didn't sack him, and Teron Armstead is out, and that's Khalil Mack, and that's Joey Bosa. J.C. Jackson commits some dumb, huge, boneheaded pass interference penalty that cost them 3 points. They lose by 2. There's always a decision made here and there that's odd. Kellen Moore's supposed to be there to help him push the ball down the field. I know they apparently had 2 deep safeties, but what's going on? Like, where he was checking down, and I don't know. I don't know if this is just because they lost.
New offense. I'm not going to panic about the Chargers' offense,
okay,
but I am a little worried about like who's going to get home if Joey's not getting home, if Khalil's not getting home, because Joey had some nice rushes yesterday, but as you mentioned, these 2 tackles and the timing, Tua hits his back foot in the middle of the field, it's open, it's so I think they've got to get guys inside that can win rushes. If you want to beat Tua, you need pressure in his face. I mean, it's a cliche when you talk about quarterbacks, but you got to dent that pocket in the middle, and they couldn't do it. And so I want to give props to those tackles.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.